What's up, y'all? I'm Jordy, and today I've got a Deoxys-Attack team that I'm taking on the ranked ladder. Finally, ranked is back. I'm gonna be climbing, so I'm picking very strong teams for the next few videos to try to get up to Master Ball. This team is very powerful. Miraidon, Choice Specs, Tera Fairy, Dazzling Gleam, pretty standard stuff, but it just destroys. This Deoxys is very cool. It's a mixed attacker with Focus Sash, Tera Normal Extreme Speed. Tera Normal will let you get around ghost moves from like Shadow Rider and also boost extreme speed to crazy levels, as you've seen with Dragonite before. Chien-Pao can boost that damage even further. And on the special side, we have Deoxys' signature move Psycho Boost, which is basically a psychic type Draco Meteor that never got nerfed down from 140. So you use that, your special attack drops, but you have physical attacks to round it out. The rest of this team, we got Tornadus for Tailwind control, Ursaluna for Rigorath, just great combo with Miraidon, so you can go for a Trick Room mode. Super strong team. I expect a lot of wins. Let's get into it. Alright, we've got Arceus Koraidon. They've got Raging Bolt, Flutter Mane, Incineroar, and Ursaluna of their own. Okay, which Arceus is that? I really can't tell. It's not the basic one. Okay, I kind of love Miraidon. Seems like Gleam could do a ton of damage. Could either go with Tailwind for speed control. Could also just put it next to Farigiraf. How about I have Ursaluna as well in case I want to go that mode. And then Extreme Speed seems kind of awesome here. I just don't want to get intimidated. Do I have enough for Incineroar? I think so. I guess I should know my exact speed stats. That's pretty fast. This thing should be maxed, right? Yeah. Okay. Alrighty. Let's do it. No idea what Arceus that is. I guess Tornadus for Rain Dance could have been the play. That's a good trainer card. But I don't know. I think just as much offense as I can get, really. Flutter Koraidon. We're faster than their Koraidon, it looks like. A couple options here. They're boosting what, their speed? I don't think they would call Icy Wind Flare Blitz into my Miraidon. So I think I'm happy to just Dazzle. Could do the Volt Switch into Ursaluna play and put up Trick Room. I don't think that's it. I think I want to just rip Gleams. In which case I could double down with Psychic Noise into Flutter, probably Sash. I wonder if that picks up. I'll give it a shot. I expect there's a few things I could see. It could be Taunt Flutter Mane, in which case they might just taunt for Rigorath. Maybe they call this Terrafire Flare Blitz Miraidon. Maybe they double for Rigorath so that it can't get Trick Room that way. Does look like they're gonna go Tera Koraidon. Probably Fire. Yeah. It's probably just defensive. It is Icy Wind, but did you call my Fairy Tera? Probably. That could be pretty brutal if so. Uh-oh. Okay, it's into Farigiraf. That's not so bad. We actually eat that. Wonderful. Since it was Flare Blitz instead of Flame Charge, I could get Miraidon off the field and come back faster than you later. Ooh, not quite enough for the Flutter Mane. Okay. If it's Flare Blitz my Miraidon, and Moonblast my Farigiraf. Need to keep Miraidon. I'm gonna go into Ursaluna. It might be a sacrifice. And I'll try to take out Flutter Mane here, but I think they're probably gonna get a double KO. Ursaluna's like the only thing I could bring in that maybe lives something. Okay, it is Moonblast. Because it's Moonblast, I could have gone with Deoxys, I guess. Ursaluna does live that. Crazy. Alright, Deoxys time. Deoxys, it is your time. We're gonna headlong rush the Flutter Mane. We're gonna extreme speed the Miraidon. Hopefully that's good. Could be Icy Wind from Flutter. I can't afford to go for knockoff into Flutter Mane here, unfortunately. Alright, we do get to take Miraidon. That's great. It has to be Icy Wind. Can we dodge with Ursaluna or Deoxys? That would be awesome. Oh, it's Shadow Ball! I'm cool with that. Hitting me is the same as anything. Icy Wind might have taken me to my Sash. But now I get a KO? I like that. Ursaluna, you kind of a beast, huh? Just taking a Flare Blitz, no big deal. Alright, Deoxys Miraidon, what's your back to? What flavor was your Arceus? Does it have its own extreme speed? Raging Bolt is going to have priority. And is that Poison Arceus? Ghost Arceus. I'm gonna Draco their Bolt. Should I Draco Protect? Be Gleam plus Extreme Speed the Bolt? I don't hate that. Gleam. Extreme Speed Bolt. Then if you try to Thunderclap my Deoxys, it doesn't work. But if you Thunderclap my Miraidon, it works. We're both faster than their Arceus, which is fantastic. Problem is, do I still have Terrain? Oh no, they have Gleam! 1 HP! 1 HP! Do I still have Terrain? I still have Terrain. Last turn, they should protect, and then I don't have the power to KO them. They might have extreme speed, but if they have Gleam, that seems unlikely. Let's see, the 75% damage. Yeah, I hit you with 75% of a Gleam because it was spread. Now without the Terrain, which is like a, what, a 30% boost? Is about 77%. So actually, this Gleam will hit a little harder than the last one. It'll be a damage roll as to whether this picks up. Maybe the first one was a low roll and this one cleans it. Yes! Critical hit! We don't need to know! Oh boy. Okay. They had a great lead. I barely was able to pull that off. Oh my goodness. Good game. Great trainer card. Alright, we've got Arceus Pecharunt. I'm not sure which Arceus that is. Looks like maybe Ground. That would be awful. They also have Rillaboom, Chien-Pao, Whimsicott, and Dragonite. Miraidon does not like to see most of that. Trick Room plus the Bear. Seems pretty fun. Maybe. Pecharunt is definitely annoying. How can I get the most out of Deoxys? Could I go Deoxys-Pao, just start extreme speeding stuff? That'd be funny. Stellar Life Orb Crunch? I don't hate this. You know, I don't hate that at all. I'll have Miraidon in the back as cleanup crew, and then Tornadus for speed control. They probably have Tailwind on Whimsicott, not Dragonite though. Got a lot of priority. I don't have any way to block priority really. They have a lot of priority, so actually maybe it's for Farigiraf. Psychic Noise can do good chunks into a couple of those. Gleam to break some Sashes and multi-scales. Sure, I like it. Alrighty, good trainer card. Shiny bundle. What do we got? What do we got? What do we got? Whimsicott and Pecharunt. Pecharunt is super threatened by both of our stabs here, so that thing's gotta get out of here, right? How about a Psycho Boost? No, that's too much. How about I knock off its item and go for the Crash into Whimsicott? Yeah, defensive Tera on Pecharunt, 100%. Probably Dark, if I had to guess. It is Dark. Perfect. We got Gleams for you later. Set up Tailwind. Probably faster than both of us now. You're not. That is a slow Pecharunt. With no more goggles? Goggles isn't a big deal. Poison Gas, does it double connect? Yes. Alright, so Chien-Pao's gonna have to fight through Confusion in order to hit this Whim. Sash is broken on Deoxys. If we can get rid of Whims, that would be awesome. Perfect. Is it Sash? Sure, okay. I would think probably a Hex into Deoxys might be coming. I could swap either of these into Farigiraf. I could Tera normal. Do I want to Tera normal? I might want to Tera my Miraidon later. So yeah, why don't I bring in Farigiraf and try to Sucker Punch Whims. Don't want it getting a Moonblast. Moonblast could KO Deoxys or Chien-Pao here, so I think they want to go on the offensive with Whims. No one expects to Sucker Punch into a Whimsicott anyway. Well, hit yourself. Great. Goodbye, Chien-Pao. Endeavor? Sure. Hex does nothing. Perfect. Deoxys back on the field. Maybe this is where I use the Tera normal to dodge Hex. Don't hate that idea. Gleam, Tera normal, pick off Whimsicott. I think here you could be like, let's throw poisons down, but I think the Hex is too tempting. Whimsicott swaps, alright. We're still normal Tera extreme speed into Arceus, which is pretty cool. And since Deoxys is already poisoned, it's not going to get poisoned by the Pecharunt this turn. And if you go for Hex, you do nothing. That was not much damage. Hex, perfect. What type is that? Is that fire? It's not very effective. Probably fire. Yep. Last turn of Tailwind. So how about I just Gleam Protect? That seems fine. Even if you were to get Whimsicott in to try to encore that, you would have to get rid of Farigiraf to be allowed to. Judgment. Bonk. Alright, it's got to be Poison Gas then. Dodge it, Farigiraf. Or Farigiraf, I don't much care about this turn. You can hit yourself if you'd like. Next turn I would like the Helping Hand boost so I can destroy this Arceus, please. Perfect. You can hit yourself here. Just don't do it next turn. I feel like doing it this turn makes it less likely to happen next turn, but I know that's not how that works. But with their Tailwind gone, let's go Helping Hand. Psycho Boost. Yes, snapped out. Helping Hand, don't protect. Here it is, signature move time. Boom, goodbye Arceus. Let's go. They have like a poison move. Are they gonna hit Deoxys with it? Yeah, they have Malignant Chain. That probably KOs. Yeah. After all that chip, certainly. Alright, the Whimsicott can Tailwind or it can Endeavor, but it can't do both. Probably gonna Tailwind. Should I go for Trick Room, expecting the Tailwind? I think I should. I'd start ripping Gleams. Okay, that's good. You're gonna Malignant Chain, or are you just gonna Poison Gas? Just Poison Gas. You want to get the Confuse on my Miraidon. But as long as I get through the confusion this turn, I get 2 KOs, and it's a 2v1, and I would have the speed control. Perfect. Okay, okay. Could be bad. Could be worse. Could be better. Let's see what their last mon is. I think it might be Rillaboom. which wouldn't be great. We would lose terrain. It could do a ton of damage. Maybe our Miraidon's bulky enough to live a Wood Hammer, but I wouldn't count on it. Oh no, we're not Tera Fairy. I thought I forgot we had Tera. We had the Tera Deoxys. Actually, Boom's not the worst. Can't use priority moves. You got Tailwind up in Trick Room. I can Psychic Noise so you can't heal anymore. You have high horsepower. That's pretty bad. I get the Gleam on. That's pretty good. High horsepower should be able to pick up Miraidon here. But I'll get a couple Psychic Noises in. 3 more turns of Trick Room. They look like they're Assault Vest based on that damage. So yeah, Psychic Noise, Gleam, you pick up my Miraidon. I'm actually pretty slow. U-turn. U-turn? Yeah, it's actually slower than my Miraidon. That's weird. But you didn't go after the Miraidon, so I get the KO. Let's go. Good game. How slow does Rillaboom have to be? I guess if you're not super speed invested? That's pretty strange. Good game. Okay, this is Darkrai Kyogre. Very fun. Landorus is a possible gravity user. They've got Scizor for some reason. Very cool. Roaring Moon as their Tailwind, and Smeargle just to be annoying, and who doesn't love annoying? Alright, Miraidon can turn off sleep entirely. So we're leading Miraidon. No question. They're really going to want Lando, and I suspect there's definitely a Scarf somewhere. I think I'm just going to go Torn Miraidon, Space Getty. That should be a pretty good start. And then finally, are the priority moves bad enough for me to bring in Farigiraf? They've got Bullet Punch, which is annoying for Deoxys, but I can Extreme Speed around it. If I bring Pow, that becomes worse. And my bear can just get crushed by Kyogre, but can handle pretty much anything else. I think I'm bringing Pow. Scizor is actually a little bit scary here. Yeah, and it's gonna be, I kind of want to Tera all my mons, which is another scary thing. I guess I don't necessarily want to Tera Chien-Pao. It's just stellar. But oh, I fought that trainer card recently. I know this person then. Smeargle Darkrai. Thank goodness I put up terrain. Unless you've got a Scarf, I don't need to go fast. So I'm thinking could be Volt Switch the Darkrai, Bleakwind Storm, Taunt the Smeargle maybe? I could let Gleam Taunt Smeargle. Yeah, I don't hate that. Then if I was like a little worried about Wide Guard. Okay, they just go Fake Out. They have Ice Beam? That gets Ice Beam? And it's faster than Miraidon. To be faster than Miraidon. Oh, that's possible. Well, we're going Gleam Gleam. I don't think I need the Tera. It wouldn't be Sash Darkrai. Maybe Sash Smeargle, right? Let's just rip. Let's rip Gleam Tailwind. And I'm going for the Tera. I don't want to go down to an Ice Beam. This is a Protect Darkrai, I'm gonna scream. Ice Beam Dark. I mean, our Miraidon isn't super fast, so it's possible they're just max speed, but they could be Scarred. They're not Scarred. Brilliant. Alright, let me at least get some good damage into Scizor. So we're gonna lose something to Bullet Punch. Unless they get inside their own head. Decent chunk into Scizor. Alright, I should go into Deoxys here. I'll have Extreme Speed Pressure, at least. And Bleak Wind. Now if they double that slot, which seems kind of crazy, I would lose Deoxys. Yeah, Bullet Punch, no question about that. Not worried about me bringing Farigiraf, which I really should have, apparently. Bleak Wind double connects, that's lovely. Did not do much to Darkrai, though. Ice Beam shouldn't take out Corn. Or just protect Bleak Wind? I think so. They seem to just be clicking the good moves, so I don't want to try to get too ahead of myself. Yeah, I was a little worried, are they going to switch up the Bullet Punch now, go into Torn? No. They've been clicking the good button every time, and so I should expect them to continue doing that. Darkrai dodge is okay. We got this one. And they just finish off Tornadus. Alright, they'll probably bring in Smeargle. I'm going to bring in Pao so I can double protect. Hello, Smeargle. Last turn of Tailwind and Terrain. 205 on Chien-Pao. We are faster than the Darkrai. Darkrai Ice Beam Protect. It's got to be Dark Pulse, Dark Void. So with that, Miraidon might be able to swap in. Fail the double protect, get faked out. No, it's a follow me? Dang. Defense up, that's okay. Pretty rough. If you go for Wide Guard, I get to crash into Darkrai, so that's fine. Gleam. Crash. Alright, cool. To follow me. And they have Sludge Bomb? There's no Dark Void at all! This Darkrai, man. Not a fan. I guess I gotta get rid of Smeargle. Tera Poison for boot. Yeah. Oh, this has been rough. Does Sludge Bomb just do it? Not quite, but I'm down to my Life Orb here. Yeah, there's absolutely nothing I can do. Good game. Oh, Darkrai, man. With all the coverage? Cool team. Good trainer card. Alright, Zacian Kyogre, classic Swordfish, with Ensign, Rilla, Whimsicott, Chien-Pao. Alright. Deoxys matchup into that is not great into Zacian, if I'm being honest. Trick Room would be pretty cool, but we're Fairy Tera, so Kyogre can cause problems. If we go with Miraidon for Rigorath, Kyogre causes fewer problems. We can get Ursaluna. I don't want to go just Pow and Deoxys because of the Intimidate factor. I think this is fine. Really, I definitely don't want to see Kyogre right away, though. What do I want to see? I want to see them... That's a good trainer card. I want to see them Tera into just stuff that's weak to my mons. How about that? Can we just have that? Pop a Tera Water somewhere so I can Electro Drift you. Alright, I lost my terrain. Immediately. And there goes my turn. Wonderful. Let's Volt Switch off the Zacian and hope our +1 defense lets us get Trick Room up. You can't fake out. You can play rough. You just go for the... Okay, you just go for the play rough. Wonderful. Oh boy. Alright, Ursaluna, welcome to the field. Oh boy, this is fun. We gonna protect. We're gonna Psychic Noise the Rillaboom. Alright, we get a Protect on their Zacian. That's cool. Could this be a U-turn into Farigiraf, though? Boo! Incineroar. Fine. Let's go. Headlong Rush the Zacian with a helping hand in case it Teras defensively. Swaps into Rillaboom. Rough. Okay, defensive Tera. Just don't resist ground, and it's probably KO. Stellar. That very much does not resist ground. I can work with that. Go for a fake out again. Really? Really? Okay. When will you learn? Oh, critical hit! It's Kyogre, okay. Need to go for Facade into that. I might as well helping hand. Problem is, everything is so scary up against Deoxys in the endgame. Wish I still had Miraidon and could have lost Deoxys. Okay, we take Kyogre. Shouldn't be able to get a KO. Knock off my item list for Rigorath. That did a lot of damage. What? Oh, it's a crit. Okay. My +1 defense was ignored. Alright, Ursaluna can take one thing with it, and it's gonna have to be Instant. Last turn of Trick Room, but also last turn of Grass is nice. Let's just go straight for Headlong Rush. Do I want normal Tera? Maybe. Headlong Rush. Helping Hand, sure. Still can't priority moves me. But that's not gonna stop you from trying. What is this guy? Alright. Boom. Goodbye. Means I can protect and try to get Trick Room up. I think that's better than just attacking with our bear. Because if they take out for Rigorath, I have Bear Deoxys next to each other, which is great. But if I also get Trick Room up, I just win next turn. Yeah. So either way, this works out. Battle Kiss. For Rigorath OP, I guess. Good game. Good trainer card. Alright, we've got... Okay. That's a very pretty team. Meloetta, Toxapex, Clefairy, Whimsicott, Normal Arceus, and Cresselia. How do I break through that? Clefairy's kind of annoying, but Extreme Speed can go before that. How about Extreme Speed? Oh, it'll have Friend Guard up, though. So it's not the most useful. I could spam Spread Moves with Miraidon. They don't seem to have anything for Miraidon. I absolutely need for Rigorath because of the normal Arceus. And they have a lot of Slowmons and Cresselia. I don't think Trick Room's the play. But I need for Rigorath. I could go straight for Rigorath Miraidon. I might get more offense out of Deoxys Miraidon. And have for Rigorath Pow in the back. Chien-Pao if I want to boost physical moves, Farigiraf if I want to stop Arceus in its tracks. And then Chien-Pao isn't punished for coming. Crunch can do a lot to a few of those mons, so... I'm not sure I get the Whimsicott. I guess Whimsicott plus Meloetta. That could do some damage. Got extreme speed to go before it, though. Wonderful trainer card. I love that. Alchemy is amazing. I've collected every form, including all the shinies. Meloetta Whimsicott. Alright. Can live with this. Could be a big Dazzling Gleam is probably the scariest thing. So how about I just Fairy Tera right away, rip a Gleam, and a knockoff into their Meloetta. That's one thing I don't want to get caught by is like Tailwind, Fairy Tera, Choice Specs, Dazzling Gleam deletes my Miraidon. GG. But with my Fairy Tera, I think the only way they're pulling that off is with like a Hyper Beam. Which could happen. Okay, just Tailwind with no Tera. That means Relic Song is going to transform them. But you're going to transform... Oh, crit on Deoxys, that's fine. Deoxys was going down to Sash from a light breeze. You're going to transform, so you'll take the knockoff better. But the Dazzling Gleam is going to rip. Throat Spray? Interesting. This knockoff will do nothing now. Alright, one mythical down. Actually, if they go into Arceus, they might try to extreme speed my Deoxys. How about I just rip a Gleam and protect Deoxys here? Is it safer to... it might be safer just to go into Farigiraf. An extreme speed KO their Whimsicott. Whimsicott swaps. Into Clefairy. Farigiraf with the defense boost. Gotta love it. Swords Dance. Watch out. That thing's scary. Need to stall out their Tailwind really bad. I'm going to Psychic Noise this Clefairy. That'll lock it out of Life Dew and do a little bit of chip damage. I'm just going to protect my Deoxys for now. It's the typical coverage move of Shadow Claw. Don't love that. Sort of wish I could Tera normal here. That'd be cool. They could also protect their Arceus and go after Deoxys with Clefairy. I assume they have some sort of move. That's a Tera. Doubling down on normal with Arceus. If you have Double Edge, it's over for me. You just rip through Farigiraf. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh. Okay. Phew. That's not so bad. Alright, let's Psychic Noise that thing again. And I'm gonna go out into Chien-Pao. Feel like it could be a Shadow Claw coming. I just want to have the speed back, so I can Psycho Boost this Arceus later. Attack the Fairy, fine. Earthquake, not fine. If I get the double down, that's not so bad. Alright, Helping Hand. Icicle Crash. Wasn't to follow me with Clefairy. Pow is down. Earthquake is going to be able to click. Shadow Claw. Swords Dance, Earthquake, Extreme Speed, Shadow Claw. Oh. Oh. Hang on. Now that Chien-Pao's not on the field, I think Farigiraf lives Earthquake. So I go for just Psychic Noise for damage into Arceus. Extreme Speed so they can't get Tailwind. And then I have Farigiraf next to Miraidon, and I'm able to finish off the Arceus. And they can't get Tailwind. The Whimsicott has Protected. Probably would have gone for Tailwind anyway. Yeah, it's Earthquake. That's the correct play. Does it pick up Farigiraf? No. Crits Deoxys instead. Deoxys, thank you for taking that crit. Oh boy. A little bit of chip. Wish we had foul play on this Farigiraf. That thing would be gone by now. Alright, Miraidon. We got this. Arceus cannot be as fast as this Miraidon is. We see that they're Life Orb. They've already used Tera. There's no shenanigans on the field that I don't know about. Cool. Helping Hand. Electro Drift. Whew. Farigiraf, you're a beast. Miraidon's a beast too. Miraidon's the one doing the damage here. Farigiraf won this game by just being amazing. Goodbye, Arceus. You were really scary, actually. The Swords Dance 3 attacks? That's insane. With a Life Orb. Oh, terrifying. Good game to my opponent, though, and fantastic trainer card. And we are back. Very solid team. Lots of wins. No notes. Thank you very much, the Urban Ranger, for making this team. Thank you for watching. Make sure you leave a like on this video. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. But anyways, I'm Jordy, and alright, peace.